Yeah, my homies, your boy Max is back with some cool fantasy information for your domes, for the domes, my homes. So we're going to get downtown to Antonio Gates town, the man behind the fence, Antonio Gates. If you like that reference, my boys, hit me with a like and don't be stingy with the likes. That's not how we do it over here. We're Max Fire and you're the Fire family. So let's do this, baby. Antonio Gates. Let's talk about Antonio Gates. I'm hyped, baby. I just drank too much damn coffee today. But hey, man, that's how I do it. I love that coffee. So, and you just got to deal with it. And, oh, you know what? Let's talk about the tie some more, because I've been getting some messages about the tie. Listen, I don't put on a tie on my head to get likes. Okay, that just doesn't even make sense. All right, nobody will put a tie on their head if they're trying to make you like them. All right, this is me having some fun. If you don't like it, you can bounce. You know what I'm saying? Because this is your boy, Max Fire, and I came to bring you some fire to your dome. Not the regular stuff, man, because that regular stuff is boring. If you like that stupid shit, you can get on downtown to Matthew Berry Town, because we don't play like that here. Man, we bring the real fantasy content. I know you're not here for me. I know you're not here for my stupid tie. You're here for this data, fool, and I know that. But I'm still going to be myself, and that's why this is my channel. So if you like me, give me a thumbs up. Screw the channel. If you just like me, give me a thumbs up. If you don't like me, give me a thumbs down, bro. I can take it, man. It's all good, baby. Not everybody's going to like me. You know what I'm saying? But nevertheless, you'd be a fool to pass on this fantasy advice, because I'm the best there is. Period. Yes, I'm telling you, I'm the best. Music's about to go back on again, but I'm the best. Now I've said it. Now, if my rant is over, I'm going to go ahead and get to Antonio Gates for you guys. I'd like to have a better take on Antonio Gates than I do, but you're just going to have to deal with it, because he's one of those really hard types to predict. So we're going to go with targets, then one of the more predictable aspects of Antonio Gates, or you know, anybody in the NFL. You're trying to figure out what they're going to do. So last year, these are the target leaders in the tight end position. So the top tight ends in the NFL get eight, as if you don't know what 8 means, targets a game. The elite get 8, okay? So as you can see, Ertz here with an S got 7.9 targets a game. Let's just call it 8. Kelsey got 8.1. Let's call it 8. Okay, the top guys are getting 8. Even Gronk, he's getting 7.5, which is close to 8. Okay, he's doing a little bit more efficient. He's more efficient with his targets, or maybe Brady's better at using him. Either way, that's what it takes to be a top tight end. So let's, now that we know what we're looking for as far as targets go, let's take a look here. We've got Antonio Gates and Hunter Henry were the tight end position last year. Gates gave you 12 games of 3 points or less, 2 games of 7 points, and only 1 game of 10 points or more, and that was 14 points. So 1 game, guys, that's not good enough. Okay, so Hunter Henry, now he gave you 8 bad games, and 4 of them were zeros last year. Okay, obviously they were canceling each other out a little bit, and then he gave you 10 games where he had at least 8 or more points. So he was okay on those games. If we add them up, let's say, because Henry's not there, let's say Gates gets everything. He's going to get approximately 7.7 targets a game. Well, 7.7 targets, my homies, puts him up here in the top of tight ends. I mean, the targets just put him there. Now, we haven't factored in age and all the other stuff just yet, but we're just looking at targets to start. So he's got the targets already looking darn good, and you know Phillip Rivers, he likes his tight ends. And so Hunter Henry's out, Gates steps in, and you know, it can be seamless, basically is what I'm trying to say. And let's factor in some of the factors. That's what we do with factors, right? We factor those babies. 1.4 targets a game is what Green was getting out there in Denver. Let's just say he gets 1.5 to 2 here in LA, where I'm at. I don't know where you're at, but if he does take away, let's say, 2 targets a game, that puts Gates down into Charles Clay territory at 5.7 targets, which is not good enough. But here's the big difference between Charles Clay and Jimmy Graham. Those 0.2 targets last year wasn't the difference. It was the touchdowns, and Gates is going to get touchdowns. So am I telling you he's going to be good? Kinda, yeah. I think he's going to be really good. You know, not really good, just pretty good. You know, listen, if you watch my other video on tight ends and you drafted, like I told you, to get Gronk or get Trey Burton, then you can just watch this as a spectator. Go look, enjoy it. It's football. We're having fun. But if you drafted another tight end, you already have problems. Say you drafted Njoku and you think he's going to be a star. I got news for you, my homies. It doesn't matter how good he is. That offense he's on has too many mouths to feed. And Gordon is the star there. Okay, so for Njoku to break through from the tight end position, he has to block. In the run game, he has to pass block. He has to do a bunch of other stuff too before he's going to be considered an every down player. Obviously, he's a great player, but come on, man. We're talking Landry, target monster. Gordon is a target monster. Running backs who catch the ball, Duke Johnson. And so, yeah. Anyways, I got sidetracked there. But the point is, he's going to get around, 6 targets a game. 6 is pretty good. It's Jimmy Graham territory, and he's going to get touchdowns like Jimmy Graham does. So I'm saying he's basically Jimmy Graham. Okay? Even though he's older. Probably fatter. He's probably out of shape. We don't even know if he's in shape. They're going to start him off slow. Okay? He might not even start in game 1. Yeah, he might not even start in game 1. So, he'll probably be in there by game 2 if he's in shape. We don't know. There's a lot of unknowns. So we're just predicting the best we can based on last year. And so obviously nobody knows for sure. But listen, there's some huge upside there. Let's talk about the upside for a second. Eight targets a game is elite. Okay. Plus he's probably going to get a touchdown or 2 shot. He's probably going to get a shot at a touchdown nearly every game. Probably get a touchdown in every other game. Or 2 touchdowns in one game and then go a couple touchdowns without. So the boom bust factor here is why I'm not on him. Even though I'm telling you, he looks really good. No Hunter Henry is kind of the bottom line here. Virgil Green's not going to take too much. So there's some other factors, his age, his health, he's in shape and all that stuff. But we know he's got the rapport already. We know he's still a big guy. And we know he's going to be getting end zone looks. Now look, Mike Williams is still there. And Tyrell Williams is still there. And who else they got? They got Travis Benjamin still there. These guys are actually big receivers. Rivers isn't going to have any problem finding targets in the end zone, and Gates will probably be one of the top targets when it comes to red zone. So he's going to get some touchdowns, my homies. So if you like my analysis, give me a thumbs up, even if you don't like me, because just analysis is what you're here for, right? So I'm going to go ahead and just tell you that I wouldn't grab him. You know why? Because I don't want to sit there with my fingers crossed all game long hoping he gets a touchdown every single week. That's not my idea of fun, all right? Some of you guys, what you're really doing is you're addicted to gambling. You're addicted to the underdog, the rush of being right when everyone else was saying something else. So what happens? We want to run out and grab Gates. Oh, everybody else is sleeping on him and I'm so smart. But you get in a rush. You get that rush of adrenaline from being smart, and you keep on doing that over and over again. You risk too much. You start gambling, and that's how it doesn't work out. You have to be very prudent. Okay, we're investors over here at Max Fire. Okay, I'm going to show you how to treat your draft picks and your waiver picks like money. A wise man once said, "A fool and his money are soon parted." So do not be parted from your money by Antonio Gates in fantasy, my homies. It's not going to be worth it unless you like to be stressed out at night. He could have a renaissance year. In full disclosure, I just gave you the targets. He's going to be elite based on targets, unless Green has something to say about that. So that's an unknown. And, a lot of unknowns as far as his shape is concerned. Like, is he in shape? Austin Ekeler and Melvin Gordon both catch passes. Is he going to be even used a lot? Look, what if they're up a lot in a game? What if they're up by a couple touchdowns? You think they're really going to bring in Gates to work harder at 38 years old? Nah, my homies. That's not where it's at. So let him ride. That's my opinion. Unless you have problems. If you got problems at tight end, then you probably should pick him up because he's going to have good weeks. He's just boom or bust. The same reason why I'm off of Jimmy Graham. So both these guys could blow up on me. But rather them blow up on me in that way, I'd rather err on the side where they turn out good but I didn't draft them, rather than they turn out bad and I did draft them. So this is where we talk about being prudent, okay? This is where we talk about being an investor, and it's not the fun, sexy part. The fun, sexy part is when it's like, yeah, go get them. That's the fun, sexy part. But you gotta manage my homies. That's what I'm talking about. Let some of these people ride, and then and get the ones that are good. If you run out and grab them, I'm not mad at you. I'm not saying don't get them. I'm just letting you know, hey, it's going to be up weeks. There's going to be down weeks. The potential is there for a bust all the way to the ground where you could get nothing at all, where he doesn't even play in some games. But the potential for him to score 2, maybe even 3 touchdowns in a game is always there. So if you need a dart throw, it's Monday night, the Chargers are playing, and you know, for some reason you still have a spot, and maybe you throw Gates in if you're down by a couple of touchdowns in your game. I mean, this is a rare situation. I'm saying there are situations I might try Gates, but for the most part, I've got Gronk, lots of shares of Gronk. I've got lots of shares of Trey Burton, and I'm just sitting back enjoying all the people who are tripping over tight ends right now, as all you should be doing, because you should have got Trey Burton or Gronk, but I'm not going to rub it in your face if you didn't. Should have watched my video, but and if you did watch it and you still didn't get them, ooh, shame on you, my homies. Shame on you, my homies. But anyways, if you don't like what I said, you know where I'm at, man. You know where my channel is. You know where the comments section is. Come at me, bro. You know what I'm saying? So, scared money doesn't make money. I'm hopped up today. I'm grinding out here to some royalty-free music. Let's see, I got something else for you guys, too. Alright, check this out. I can either do... There's a lot of fantasy implications here with the Raiders. You know, the Raiders are a mess right now. Obviously, the media is tearing them apart. There's a lot of fantasy ramifications going on right there. So if you want to hear what I think about that, mention something down below so I know that you want to hear it. Otherwise, you know, I might do something else. Another one I have an idea to do would be handcuffs. Because there's about 8 or so handcuffs that you need to keep an eye on, and some of them you might want to go grab depending on your roster availability, how many roster spots you got, or how many other people you got on your roster that you're willing to cut. So people you should probably go pick up right now before the game 1 starts. So or comment down below if you want the handcuff video. I can also do a video on defenses because there's a lot of defenses on the waiver wire, and that could really help out some of you folks. And then I also have another video I want to do on deck. It is going to be called The Next Alvin Kamara. Now, I'm really excited to do that one, so I want to hear what you guys think. Which one you guys think I should do, let me know. And, you know what I'm saying? Subscribe wherever the thingamajiggy is, because I'm going to be doing some waiver wire picks, some gems, some penny picks, and some blue chips. All that stuff I'm going to bring it to you all throughout the year and the season, my homies. So make sure you sub, make sure you like. Why? Why not? That's a better reason. You know what I'm saying? And I'm out.